I throw a salute to Kebuno here. And in this video, I just want to quickly share a concept I call mind the gap. Now, if you've been on the London Underground, at some point you'd have heard about the PA system, mind the gap, mind the gap. Now, this is a small gap on the platform before the tracks so that you don't fall off and electrocute yourself. So what do I mean by mind the gap? In life, I believe that there are two levels. There is a level up here of who you are, the highest version of yourself, your best self, if you will. And then there's another level, the level that we choose to show up in the world, how we are demonstrating ourselves. In that space between who you really are and how you're choosing to show up, there's a gap. In that gap is where there is frustration, there is angst, there's anger, there's bitterness, there is all sorts of deadly emotions that we experience. Because I believe that who you really are is perfect, but how we're choosing to show up is not. And so we need to mind that gap. Now, what I want you to do is just pause the video, get a piece of paper and draw a line on top and another one on the bottom. Now, just think about it. Who you really are, who would you really want to be? You know, if you are the best version of yourself when you woke up, who is that person? And just put a 10 there. So give it a 10, a mark of 10. Now think about how your life is now. And just a general, but you can apply it to very specific areas of your life. For example, your health or weight, your fitness level, your relationships with God, with your spouse, with your children, your finances. You could apply this everywhere. You could do this later, but just a general. You know, if this is number 10, and then this line, score yourself and be honest about it. You know, it could be a 1, you could be a 2, you could be a 3, 4, 5. In some areas of your life, you might be a 10. Or that means perfection. And on this journey we call life, we're constantly growing. But whatever level it is, if you score a 2, why are you a 2? And what will it take for you to get to 10? Think about it. If your life was a 10 in that area, what would have happened or what would have to be happening every day for it to be a 10? And write it down. Because in that gap is where frustration lives. I see this so many times with patients who come and they're complaining about something. Yesterday I heard something very powerful. You know, light a candle instead of complaining about the darkness. Light a candle instead of complaining about darkness. This is so powerful to me. Because in our lives, we are complaining. In that gap is where we're complaining. And if we're not aware, if we're not bringing this to our consciousness, that this is who I am, but this is how I'm demonstrating to be, this is where in the middle, in the gap, is where we have issues. And so minding the gap is becoming aware of the difference. Because with awareness comes choices or decisions. With awareness, we can make a decision. That's the only power that we have. Decision comes from the Latin desere, it means to cut off. Cutting off people, like I said in my previous video, cutting off actions that we're doing, or starting some actions to take us to that level. And every day, if we are moving towards the 10, we'll find that our lives are more purposeful, we're living with meaning, and we'll be generally happier because we are moving towards who we really are. I had a quote by a guy, Jamie Smart, and it says, "You are who you are searching for." You know, that number 10, you are already that person. But the mind, the awareness of who you really are, the story you're telling yourself is not that. So, today, my brothers and sisters, mind the gap. Become aware. This is who you are, and this is where you're choosing to play. This is not you. Every morning when you wake up, deep is calling to you. The deep is calling to the deepness in you. And it's challenging you to be who you are. Stop playing at this level. Accept who you are. Close the gap. Mind the gap. God bless you. Keep strong. Keep practicing. Keep Keep doing the stuff that will move you forward. Live the life of your dreams. Dance to the beat of your own drum. This has been Okebuno. I wish you a fantastic day today. Go out there and crush all your goals and dreams. Take care and God bless. Bye.